In this video, I would like to show you how to continue with the nested if. This is mostly for the checking the clients or vendors or service providers to check who is the highest and the lowest in the frequency. So in the previous video, I showed you how to use nested if. I will show using how to show count if with if and use of conditional format. Now I'm going to show you how to use this and what are the errors we get. So mostly I'm concentrating on the errors and mistakes because those are the areas where we get panic and stuck and we lose interest in the formulas. So you have to be very careful when you should not be disheartened. You should try and make the things more comfortable or in a larger scale. So the previous video, what I have done was just let me give you a recap of this. So the previous videos which I showed you the lowest vendors for two, and then we made for three on the basis of these two columns. And later we extracted those columns and we made it from min and max. So this is now I'm going to use small and large formulas and what are the normal the common errors we get when we are doing the nested if. So nested if and the main common drawbacks which we do in the while making the formulas. So now if we want to have a lowest vendor over here and the biggest vendor over here in these three, so I on basis of this, so I can make a scoring on where the areas which has been highest or lowest. Suppose if I make this into a nested if and if, and the logical test will be like this equals to, and I'll be making it as small, and small is always having an array. The array is there. It's unlike min and max. We can't select one by one. We have to have an array. This is an array, and I'll be writing this into. So there are 1, 2, 3. So I should have the values between 1 and 3. So always be careful. Whatever the columns or windows you have, 5, you have to have within 5. If you have 10, you have to have within 5. I'll be showing you that. And close the parenthesis. What will if the value is logical test is this, and if the value is true. If the value is true, then I want this as an answer. So it's just a if condition. So I'll be locking this cell. But I don't want to have a comma over here because I don't want to have a false value. Just I can have the if without meaning a false. So I got the answer. The same way, if I want to write the largest comma, what I'll be doing is if on the parenthesis. So again, this column equals to now it's not small, so it is going to be large. So LIRG, open the parenthesis. So if the commas are held supporting you means you are writing them in the right format. If this error, if you it will not support you. Suppose if you write LARG and if you want to make a test, it's not going to support you. So it's giving if condition only. So this is the way you can track your formulas. Large and open parenthesis. So you can see large is coming away. So your formulas are correct. So it's going in the right direction. And the array is the same. This is the array. And now to make it, I'm not making this one. I'll make this three. Let's see what is happening if I make into three. The array, the KS3 and close the parenthesis and hit enter. Okay, so the value I want to return is same. King of Kings. I'll be closing this F4. Close the parenthesis and hit enter. So now I'm getting King of the lowest and the biggest. I'm getting the same answer, King of Kings, because I have selected the wrong K value. So it should be 1, not 3. So if I choose 1, what is going to happen? It's being false because the formula is incomplete. It's searching here and there, and it came to know that within this, with if it is searching that if B3 is in the largest, no, it is not in the largest. It should be king of kings. So it's in the beginning when it's found that it's a wrong formula. So it's giving false. It is not. It's giving that it is not true. It is not correct. But here it's searching here. Next is searching here, and it found that king of kings when you return the value is the lowest. So it is giving king of kings. So what will happen if I make this into a 4? I will get an error. What will happen if I make this into a 10? I will get an error because we are having only 3. So the answer should be, the case should be within 1, 2, 3. If you are having 5 vendors, we can have up to 5 only. So we can choose up to 5. If you have 10, we can choose to 10, 15, and so on and on. So let me correct this. This should be 1. Enter. This also should be 1. So I'll be removing the 0 and hitting enter. So I'm getting false. Now, why we are using small formula? The main question is why we want small for large formula. We can do the same thing in the same in the max or minimum. Max or minimum, we can do the same thing. Why do we want small or large? So what is the problem is we have some limitations in max and min. We can't get the best of one, two, or three. So it's fixed over there. So in the large and small functions, we can get best of. If you have 10 vendors, we can get best of three, the lowest ones, or you can get the best of three highest ones also. So it works in the different scenario. So that is the reason for that we can use the small and large formula. Apart from that, I want to log the cells reference so that I don't want to write the formulas again and again. So what I'll be doing is I will be logging the cell reference. So it will be F4 in the beginning. Just be careful. It's in the front to the beginning. So the columns, when I pull it out, the values I don't want can pull easily. So again, I'll be doing this, and here also I'll be doing the same. Okay. Now I'll be copying the formula. I'll be copying the small from here to here, or I can copy it till here. I can edit it and paste it. So I'll be copying the total area. So now if I do this formula, I'm going to get an error, and please check why I'll be getting an error and what is the issue when I have a nested if formula and what is the mistake I'm doing. So let's see how many of you can find it out. So if open parenthesis, now we did for B3, so I'll be doing for C3, hit F4, comma, sorry, equal to control V. I'm doing the pasting the same one. Okay, now I don't want B2 over here, I want to have C2. So it will be like I can manually delete and make it C2 also. Hit enter. And after that again I will be doing this is for b3, this is for c3. For b3 it's dollar b3 is going to be b2, and for c3 is going to be c2. So again I'll be writing if open parenthesis. Now the same over here, b3, I'm going to log cell equals to control v, and now it is going to be not b2, it is going to be, yeah, it's going to be d2. So I will log in this f4. Sorry, I will log in this. Okay, I'm locking this. So first time if you select, it will be this one. So if I want to close the parenthesis, no, one, two, close, 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 close. So now many of you guessed what is the mistake I'm doing. When I hit, I'm not getting the answer. So why I'm not getting the answer? Okay, let's see. Let's continue this, and I'm going to tell you the next one. Again, I will log in this B3, and again column wise. Again here column wise, and the answer is B2. So the same way I will be copying this formula. Control C, comma, if open parenthesis. Now the logical test will be like P3 equals to control V. I'm pasting the same thing, and I don't want to have B over here. I'll be having C, comma, if open parenthesis P3 equals to control V. Now I'm going to have D3. So I'll be having D3 over here. This is D3, F4. So now I'm not getting chances to close the parenthesis, and what is the issue of that? So you can see that I'm not getting the answer. So why I'm not getting the answer is because if you check the formulas, small and all okay and everything is okay, but this is a nested if. If you see the old ones, and you can see the difference. If you can't copy and paste, we cannot have a parenthesis in the beginning, in the end. So the formula is not complete. So we can't close the parenthesis. So we have to remove that. And here also we can't have the parenthesis. Sorry, we have to remove this parenthesis. Okay, now if I finish this, will I get the answer? I have to close the parenthesis. What parenthesis I have removed? 1, 2, I have to close it here. So 1, 2, total will be 3. So I have removed 3 parentheses. I hit enter. So now I got the answer. So many of you might have guessed it correctly that the mistake I have done and how to get rid of that mistake. Whenever you're using a nested if formula, please avoid to have a parenthesis at the end because the formula is going to continue. If this is my condition logical test, the value if it is true is this, and value if it is false is this. So automatically the parenthesis is going to continue. You can check also if you, I'll show you here, the formula won't move forward. If you see this logical test true, logical value false, but here you can see you are unable to click here because the parenthesis is stopping the formula from moving forward and you are getting an error. So remove this, and from if also uh, remove here this parenthesis, two parentheses will be removed, and the same two parentheses will be coming in the end, one, two, and hit enter. So this is there is a conditional formatting, so I'm getting this answer why not. So please refer to my previous video how to get the file conditional formatting. I'm not going to do it again because I have a time constraint. So if I move it down, so you can see there's a blanks over here. Purposely I have kept it blanks because of the blank I'm getting this error. So I'm getting this error. Okay, I'm getting error on that. Okay, that I'll be showing you how to deal with that in the next video. So now if I want to, why I'm having lowest counter, so I will like to have one more. I want to like to have lowest counter 2. So I'm just pulling this off and I'll be pulling this. I don't want to write the formulas again. So that is the way I have made it a cell reference over here. So if I want to change this into rest of 2, what I will be doing is I will just make this into 2. Hit enter. So this is 2 now. So here it's giving an error because there is only one answer over here. So the other answer is uh, an alphanumeric value. That is the reason it's giving an error. Here it's a totally error. So even if you have, suppose if you have duplicates also, you get two answers. Sorry, control R. You have two answers. So let's do for this also. Insert. So biggest one and having have biggest two. Oh, the cells are locked over here. That is the error we have done. We should have locked the cells over here and here also. Hit enter. Oh, try to pull this. Okay, now the answer is same. Again, see this is what happens if you don't do the cell reference properly. So again, what I'll be doing is make this into 2. So I want to get the best of 2, and here it will be 2 again, and hit enter. So when you pull down, you'll get this answer. You'll get this. So I hope you like this video. Next I'll be showing you how to make scorings and how to get rid of this error. So please be watching my videos and happy learning. See you in the next video.